This is my W203 Mercedes, an overland build for Balkan and Vrakmania. I bought it 2 years ago from Mercedes team that had already finished Balkan in Romania. Back then it looked completely different. It was X-Taxi, all rough on every edge, yellow wrap, everything's peeling off. And that's where the story begins. Originally it was a AAA taxi, driven by an old guy, then sold in 2023 to the Mercedes team, and driven in Romania for the first Balkan trip ever. When we brought it home, we spent almost a week trying to peel off all that yellow wrap all over the place on this car. It was horrible. While doing that, we discovered some rust hiding in various places, around the arches, the bottoms of the doors, and that's basically it. There wasn't too much of it, but yes, it was discovered for sure. We fixed up all the edges and then went a bit nuts with the angle grinder. I cut out the fenders and put these over fenders to get this rough, tough, wide look. Once the car was sorted, everything was fixed. I really didn't want it to look like a taxi. So I went with the vinyls and made a design. Spent hours putting them on. And that's when this car actually started first time looking like something else, not just a regular taxi. And then came the ghetto engineering part. We needed to lift it. I installed lifting adapters into the springs. Springs were also replaced by a bit taller springs. New shocks were added. Also, I added 5 centimeter spacers with the adapters to BMW wheels. Like that, we got this wide, beautiful, clearance here with the fenders. Looks nice, in my opinion. And later on, we put the tires. Big, fat, meaty off-road tires. On the next step, we put a roof rack, which I welded myself, put a couple of light bars, and with all the design and the wide body and everything, started looking ridiculous, and it was really nice. At this point you may ask, but this is a different car, what am I talking about? There is nothing looking the same. There's no vinyl wrap, nothing interesting like that. There's a roof tent, you cannot see the roof rack. Some light bars are missing, only one in the front. Well, that's the point. This car was amazing, and I went with it into Vrakmania expedition, which you can see now. For a sketchy taxi, which I bought a couple of years ago, it just worked. It was perfect, it was beautiful, it did the whole expedition with no issues, no repairs needed, just regular maintenance. So what it's all about, you may ask? Well, after that expedition, I was thinking I'm buying a car for 1 season, 1 year, it's gonna break, it's gonna be gone. But honestly, the comfort of a Mercedes, AC, comfortable seats, lots of space, this car just works for these expeditions. It's absolutely perfect to drive in Balkans. So I knew I cannot get rid of it. So basically, I decided to change it. And this is already after expedition going through Baltics. And that's how you see it now. This is a new version of it. And I'm here to show you and guide you through the process, how I changed it and how I built this. This, what you see now. And I will include some shots as well from our Baltic expedition later in the video. Enjoy watching. Current plan for today is to degrease all these parts and step into the painting. I want to paint all the moldings, the trim pieces, also some trim pieces you can see here on the car. That's the one I couldn't remove easily, so I left them on the car and just gonna paint them like this. So step one, let's degrease everything. Part 1, Plasti Dip Style Montana. This will be for the grille and the front grille, which I, by the way, actually didn't even remove from the car, which I will have to figure out. So yeah, good reminder to me. Then we need a brown one, the light brown, the main car color. We're gonna use for some trim, which goes on top. And yes, next step, all the other trims, including the mirrors, they're gonna be black. Which is this. So these are 3 colors we're using today. What I'd like to show you, so this is the can, this is the standard head. And I also bought from Montana 2 types of heads. Medium wide and super wide. These both should recreate spray gun effect, so hopefully this works. This Parkside tool to make it feel like a real gun. As you see, I have tried to paint my Mercedes bumpers and bottom parts. The problem I'm facing here is I ran out of paint. So I think that this video will have a bit of a delay because of that. Because I now just need to wait for paint. I have no other option. So yeah, once again, I'll show you. Basically just I need 2 more coats. So I ordered the paint, though it will gonna come in like a week. Let's wait for that so I can continue the work. And now, anyways, next week I'm going to Rock for People Festival, so cool. We're back in garage. For you it's a few seconds and for me a whole week passed. You can see that the bumpers are actually already painted. This happened because I ran out of paint when I was painting last time. I waited a week to get another batch of paint. Eventually just was running out of time so much that I chose to just simply paint them, get rid of this job and make sure it's done. I decided that I want to paint the handles. And I decided I want to paint the handles with Plasti Dip style of paint from Montana, because there is chrome, which I before did not think about. And on chrome, normal paint will not hold, will peel off, and it will just fuck up the whole work, which I'm really trying to kind of do nicely. So this is the plan for today. So, last second idea. There is this separate part for license plate, which I didn't sand before because license plates were on. And now I'm using Plasti Dip, which is black, and I can paint it directly on the plastic without preparing it. And I thought I don't want to now get all the car dirty from the sanding. So as you see, I'm gonna paint it black as well. Second layer is now done. Now we just wait, and it should turn matte and will be matte, nice matte color. Next step after all this is done and I remove all this tape will be to do the whole car. Also, I need to do one more wheel because it was also painted in Plasti Dip in golden color, but I somehow got a lot of leaks and I didn't like it, so I ordered another extra can. Almost finished peeling it off, but I need to take the wheel off so I can remove the wrap from the wheel holes, screw holes, bolt holes. And yeah, then I will just repaint that one and we're basically ready to paint the whole car. And we're back to the garage. We are painting today. I skipped all this covering, gluing part because it's just not interesting. Took a lot of time and effort, but it's ready. We're gonna paint the car. The main thing is I'm probably gonna switch it to time-lapse because this is boring long process and I don't think you want to see me just spraying all the time. Jump in. I didn't film the whole time lapse, of course, because I just had a whole cloud here of paint, so I didn't want to mess up my camera because my lens started getting covered. So I'm not using even microphone now. It's done, so let's take a look. This is what we have. I think result is great. Only one defect, I think, through the whole car, which I noticed. There is one leak somewhere here. And that's basically it. But I have one more can, so maybe I will just slightly sand it and fix that last leak. Now we can just leave it and wait for it to dry. Next step will be already finalizing, removing all the tape and starting to put all the bits and pieces, trims and so on. So I hope it will be nice. I'm really looking forward to the final look. I'm back at the garage, as you can see. And I think I owe you an apology. I have been out for quite a long time, also had a lot of work, so I just didn't film a lot of things. Quite a lot of things happened. Car is basically almost finished, and even now the finishing parts most likely I will not be really doing myself because simply don't have time for that. So I will just try to show you what is done and what we're gonna do. So let's first of all go to the back and take a look at the parts which I need changing. Let's start with the things you see here. So from Ukraine I ordered, specifically made for Mercedes, adapters to the springs to get a bit more lift. Beautiful. Then after the last Vrakmania event, I don't even know how it's called, stabilizer link, I don't know, it's kind of loose, so changing that. Also I get some sounds from the top mounts of my shocks, so front and back, everything is here. Though these things I will not be changing myself. Today I'm leaving to my friend's service. He will gonna do it for me, and then we're gonna pick up the car. So at this moment, as you see, well, we have some lift, but I think we need more. Otherwise, we already have all the countries which I already visited. Trunk is kind of done, so we can close it. Yeah, here as well. Find my Instagram. You can find the history of the car. That's how we bought it. That's how I built it for the first time. And this is our new style sticker without colors, matching this. All the stickers we again have here from Vrakmania, from Balkan. We as well have a newly printed stickers from previous editions of Balkan and Vrakmania, just in order to, how to say, be able to have this car. So this car continues it's basically legacy, and has everything shown as it was before. The tent is already mounted, and also, yeah, some off-road stickers here. Front lip here, which I cannot really show really clearly because garage doesn't have much space for me to show. I had a siren with a speaker on the roof before. Now I mounted it into the engine bay, so it's hidden. And also I have mounted solar panels. So now we can always connect two solar panels to charge our battery and just have more energy for the fridge, which will be running there. Another thing is what is left to do, what I will do later. These are, by the way, solar panels, if you can see inside. What I will gonna do later on, I'm gonna pass a cable to the fuse box. Instead of one fuse, we will make a button to disconnect ESP, so the car can actually drift and spin the wheels. So I'll have like a, you know, drift button, let's say so. Let's call it a drift button. And as well, the next step is we are going to install a permanent 12-volt socket for the fridge. Well, light bars and everything mounted, functional, connected. Everything's basically finished. So now I'll go to service. I don't think I'm gonna film anything there, maybe a few shots, but I don't want to annoy the mechanic. He might not be very happy about my camera in his face. So yeah, I'm gonna show you the whole thing and the whole history when we're done with this thing. 2 weeks remaining till Balkan, and they luckily sent us the stickers and the roadbook. The roadbook we already received online, so I already prepared all the map for the trip, so we know how we're gonna travel, we know all the points, we already prepared everything, and now let's go to post. My girlfriend was driving, of course, problem of everybody. Here we are, check post. First of all, we've got the road book. It's a road book with all the locations we're gonna go. It's really beautiful, as you see. with all the pictures from different locations, from different Balkan trips, with interesting cars and funny images as well. And yeah, it's just a beautiful book. I really like how they do it. They always do a really nice presentation when it comes to these books. Then, the next step, what we got? We got the long stickers for the window with Balkan 2025, which I, by the way, already have from 2024, and most likely I'll just add the year, but keep the original Balkan sticker. Some sponsors who printed the stickers. Various small Balkan stickers. I can say this year they also added the colorful one and the little steering wheel. This I don't have. The small ones, others I already have on the car actually. Then big Balkan sticker, of course. 2 of them, I think should be there. Yes, 2 of them. And the main thing, which will have to go on a car as soon as possible, is my starting numbers. As I mentioned before, I bought this car just for one event. Then it went through 2 complete rebuilds, changed its overall looks already 3 times, I think, or 4 times in its own life. Came as silver, became a yellow taxi, became a car with a vinyl wrap all around it on a silver, and then went through the full color change when I repainted it. Went through Balkan, went through Balkan again, went through Vrakmania, and I think it's gonna go through Vrakmania one more time this year. It just became not just a overland car or a Vrakmania car or Balkan car, whatever you're gonna call it. It became like a partner in crime, and I have a feeling that even if I sell it, okay, then I'm gonna build something else, but more likely after the next expedition, this car will gonna get another change, another rebuild. Maybe it will become a winter drift missile, I don't know. No idea. But I think over the time I built a close relationship with this car. So it's a family. Thank you for watching, and see you within next builds. I might be hiding something in my sleeve.